This usability testing was conducted by Suad, Ziva, and Ruby, and the product we did our testing on was a Canon PowerShot A60 camera. The location of our testing was at LSIM in Mary Gates Hall, as well as the Husky Union building at UW campus. The users for our testing were university students ages 18 to 25, this being because people of that age group typically have the same amount of exposure to technology. The metrics for the study were 3 different ones, the first one being the time it takes for the users to complete a task. We used an iPhone to record the elapsed time. The second one being the perceived ease of a task on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being very easy and 5 being very difficult for the users to complete. And the last one were the verbal steps and facial expressions the users would make while they were completing each task. We used a video to record the users as they were completing each task to view their emotional feedback. For the first task, we asked users to place batteries into the camera and then turn on the camera. This was to test the most basic usability of the camera, as well as for the users to familiarize themselves with what they would be using. The results from this show that the users had difficulty completing the task and spent a lot of time on it, mainly due to 2 reasons, which was the battery pack storage was confusing for them. They weren't sure where to place the batteries, and the second one being that there was no sort of feedback for the users to know if the camera was actually working. The second task we asked the users to do was to turn on the flash mode on the camera and take a photo. This was mainly to assess the users on their interaction between the icons on the camera, as well as to test the actual core functions of the camera, which is taking a photo. The results from this test showed that the users had also spent a significant amount of time completing it, mainly due to the problem that they weren't able to recognize the flash icon and was very confused on where to locate the flash icon. In fact, only 1 of the 3 users were actually able to complete this task. For the third task, we asked the users to use the zoom feature and take a photo at max zoom. This task was designed to reveal the user's interaction with functions that did not display any sort of physical image or text. The results from this task show that all the users were able to complete the task in a shorter period amount of time and take a photo at full zoom. All users also expressed that they felt that this task was very easy for them to complete. For design recommendations, we suggest to have better labeling on the camera, as well as more clearer icons for the users to understand what to do. And for future improvements for our usability tests, we want to make sure that we do it in the same environment to reduce the amount of psychological influence, as well as print out an instruction sheet to provide clarity.